I have a need to complain right now, so let's talk my biggest perfume pet peeves. Hello guys, it's PL. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a fragrance collector and an opinion sharer. I love a good bit of commentary, talking about stuff that doesn't actually matter. You know how an American dad, Roger, would poison himself and die if he couldn't be a bitch to people? Well, that's how I operate. I'm half evil on my mom's side, but I really try to quell those urges. I don't want to crash out and be horrible to people, so whenever I'm upset about something, I just write it in my notes app or talk to myself in my car, and I realize looking at my notes, a lot of them are perfume related, so let's go through them. The fragrance community and industry at large is a weird, ridiculous place full of weird, ridiculous people and behaviors, myself included, and I love to laugh at all of it, so I don't want to say none of this isn't serious, some of it kind of is, but most of this is not serious, so if you get offended, I don't know, come at me. I'm very good at bullying and retaliation. Since my birth online, I've gotten so many comments saying I'm so negative and mean and horrible. And honestly, yeah, this is not gonna disprove any of that. We have a lot to get through because I am crazy. Number one, this is so dumb, but color-coded perfume organization. I hate it. I really hate looking at someone's shelf and you see all their pink bottles and all their green bottles and every brand is separated and scattered. It makes no sense. The correct way of organizing your perfume is keeping all your brands together or keeping it in categories. And if you have all different brands, front to back on your shelf, shortest to tallest bottles. I don't care. I know I feel the tomatoes being flung in my direction, but how are you finding anything if all your brands are separate? If I want to wear Kayali, I just go to my Kayali chunk. I'm not finding anything throughout the Technicolor Dreamcoat. I don't know, it's very pretty. I think I'm just hating because I don't have the wherewithal to do it myself. Number two, when brands don't release every scent in every size, and I brought evidence, Kayali, they have a collection where 3 of their best scents in that collection are only in the Sabrina Carpenter size. What am I gonna do with this? Bath & Body Works also does this. They have these really amazing single note travel size mists, and no one buys them because they're stuck in the travel section. These are so much better than their shitty Disney or Christmas or whatever junk collection they're releasing, and no one cares. And then when you fall in love with a scent, this Kayali Musk Bouquet, I love it, but I'm gonna have to rebuy it because it is so tiny, and I don't want to use it because it's so tiny and I don't like rebuying stuff. I don't know, maybe I'm just autistic with all this organization talk, but it's not right in my mind. I'm not right in my own mind. Also, while I'm calling out Kayali, I hate perfume bottles that degrade and fall apart just for existing. Why is this punished for being alive? My freaking Yum Pistachio Gelato has this yellow ring that looks like a pit stain. That's gross. This bottle doesn't need to be this horrible frosted glass. Just make it normal glass. It won't stain. It's fine. We're all gonna have fun. Literally just wrote Parfums de Marly on here. No explanation. Okay. I hate Parfums de Marly though. Ooh, high oil concentration fragrance. I think I might be, this is a pick-me opinion. I might be the only person on earth to not like high oil concentration. Basically, if you don't know, let me mansplain. The more fragrance oil in a fragrance, the stronger it is. The least is a cologne, the most is an extrait. Hate an extrait. When a fragrance is so oily, it stains your clothes and leaves your skin like a rotisserie chicken. I hate it. In general, I don't care if a fragrance is that strong. I get migraines. I know I'm so boring. Boo, tomato. But I don't want a strong fragrance. I have places to be and people to be around. I'm not trying to be a beast mode biohazard. And when you spray fragrance on your clothes, I like fragrance on my clothes. That's how I get it to last. And then I suddenly look like an oil splatter Jackson Pollock painting. Or I sat front row at the Chippendales. I don't want it. Kind of on that note too, I can't stand people who don't spray fragrance in the way that the fragrance requires. We gotta wear fragrance in a God-honoring way. If you're wearing a fresh, clean eau de toilette or a body spray and you're outside, who cares? Spray away. But if you're overspraying an oud or a patchouli or a World War Z level gourmand, you're insane. Honestly, it's actually rude and you need to be sanctioned and sent to court-ordered classes to learn how to conduct yourself in society. I will check myself and call myself out because I have a digital footprint online of overspraying. However, I do that when I'm alone in my house and making it my own problem, not other people's. I know I'm being kind of crazy and I'm such an old man yelling at a cloud, but overspraying has become such a weird trend and almost a status symbol. It's kind of opulent Marie Antoinette vibes. Oh, I have so many bottles, I don't need to count my sprays. Girl, save it. We are in a recession. I just think what gets me about the overspraying culture is that people act like it's required and you're doing something wrong for not doing it. I mean, that's a whole other pet peeve in of itself. People just acting like their opinion and their truth is the truth. Me when I'm in North Korea. I love to make the joke that I'm always correct, but I'm very much openly often not correct, and that's why I make that joke. But so many creators just willingly, happily, gleefully spread misinformation. And the problem is, I've noticed a lot of audiences are not discerning anymore, and they just automatically assume that if you have followers, you're an expert, you're knowledgeable, you're an authority, and I'm just like, I want to shake you awake. You know who also had followers? Charles Manson. I do think a lot of misinformation spreading is innocent enough. I don't think a lot of people are like malicious, trying to like steal your coins and lie to you. But the problem is people don't research. People don't know how to look stuff up because they're lazy. The most common piece of misinformation that is literally a pet peeve in of itself is maceration. Ooh, like flames, heat, like I can't. Let me put on my Bill Nye hat for a second, but maceration is a scientific process in perfume manufacturing where the fragrance oil mixes with the alcohol before bottling, I think. Ooh, my hat fell off. But whatever, look it up. This is what it is. I'm gonna put the definition right here. I don't know where it started, I don't know who started it, but creators who are selling shitty, low quality perfumes online or recommending shitty perfumes will say, oh, if you get a low quality perfume, just let it macerate. Like let it sit in your closet and it'll magically get better because yeah, that's how science works. And because no one looks it up, no one really cared to correct themselves as a creator, that lie just got spread. And now I think more people know of maceration in that fake terminology than the actual terminology. And it's so easy to look up. I don't know, we're all human, mistakes are made. I've made plenty of mistakes, but like to willfully say stuff to make a coin is just like, girl, take that soup can and shake it somewhere else. Like, I'm so tired of this gutter behavior. More gutter behavior that I'm so exhausted by because it's just so stupid. This freaking Cold War that's happening between like the niche expensive perfume side of the community and the dupe side of the community. I see posts almost daily of people who like dupes and cheap perfumes saying that if you like niche perfumes, you're a snob and you're elitist and you're judgmental. Meanwhile, they're being judgmental themselves, if not 10 times harder. I'm gonna say this with love because I love a good affordable perfume. As long as something's good, I will like it. But there's this like inferiority complex of people who can only afford dupes. And I get it. I know it's frustrating that the community and this hobby has kind of a price barrier, but that doesn't mean it should be other people's problems. I just feel like we are all grown adults in this community, except for like the teenagers who should be doing their homework, not on their phones. But like we are all in control of our own emotions. I mean, I want $1 million house in the Hollywood Hills. I can't afford it. Does that mean I should go throw a rock through their window because I can't have it? And I am not a glazer of expensive brands. I think a lot of brands are way too expensive and a waste of money. Love a good shit talk, love a nuanced conversation. But when we get to the territory of you acting like you're morally righteous and a better person for spending like $5 on a perfume, okay, girl, whatever helps you sleep at night, but you sound like a moron. As I'm saying all this stuff, like alarm bells are in my mind. Like, should I post this video? Okay, this next one, I'm not mad at people for. I want to rescue them from it. I'll always get comments from people asking for like layering advice for perfumes that they hate. Someone will be like, I hate Yum Pistachio Gelato. What can I layer with it to make it better? Nothing. What will make it better is if you sell it or throw it away. That's theoretical though, because I love Yum Pistachio Gelato. Or like I'll review a perfume that I'm like, that sucks, that's not worth the money. And people will always be in the comments making some random justification like, oh, that'd be good for layering, you should keep it to layer. Yeah, if it's buried under 40 pounds of something else where you can't even smell it'll be good. I'm well aware of a sunk cost fallacy. I understand it. I've been victim to it myself, but sometimes a perfume is bad. Free yourself from the shackles of the bad perfume. Oh, I just thought about this. On the note about decluttering, whenever I do a declutter video, which I often do on TikTok, by the way, follow me there. I feel so gutter saying that, but follow me everywhere. But whenever I do a declutter video, I get hordes, militias of comments asking for free stuff. And these people don't even follow me. What is with that? What is with this digital begging, this era that we're in? It is so ridiculous. I have never thought, even at my brokest, my lowest, my nastiest, most in shambles, I've never thought to ask somebody for free stuff, someone I don't even know. I wouldn't even ask my parents for a free perfume. Like, why am I gonna ask a stranger online? I'll always respond to people who ask me for free stuff because I don't have impulse control, and they always get mad when I respond. One time, somebody asked me for something, and I don't think my response was mean. I literally asked them, why would you ask me for something for free when you don't follow me? And then they responded all butthurt. They're like, wow, I'm never gonna follow you now that you have attitude. If you didn't know that I had an attitude from watching my videos, what the hell did you expect? My blood pressure's rising. Why am I doing this video? I thought this would make me feel better, like a catharsis, but it's making me stressed out. I really hate honest review catfishing. And I'm not saying honesty has to be negative. I think a lot of people think honest review equals negative. For me, in my definition, honesty just means like candor, sharing every opinion you have, good or bad. But when I see someone doing an honest review and you just sound like you work for the company, like what are we even doing? That's boring. Like tomato. Also, like overly exaggerated reviews are so annoying. Oh my God, like you can emphatically love something without sounding like you literally have a sniper from the company behind the camera. And low-key, maybe I'm just like a cynic and a bully, but I feel like there are very few perfumes that are truly like 10 out of 10 masterpieces beyond criticism. Like, in my mind, criticism does not outweigh how much I like something. I mean, I like a lot of shitty perfumes. Not all of those are good. Where am I pointing? Some of those are clunkers. And like, everything nowadays is a buzzword. Like, the one I keep hearing nowadays is ethereal. Oh my god, you're drunk at a club, you don't smell ethereal. Alright, last one I'll say in this video. I have so many more I could go through, but I feel like I'm already gonna get in enough trouble as is. But I can't stand people who add disclaimers to everything. And you know what? Maybe I'm a hypocrite, because I feel like I added some disclaimers in this video, but it's nuance, okay? It's conversation. But I don't like people who will make a controversial video and like, for example, I'll see people making videos like, these are the worst perfumes, and they'll be like, by the way guys, perfume is so subjective, and even if I talk about your favorite and I hate it, doesn't mean it's bad, and oh my god, I'm gonna tie a belt around my neck. It is so lame and corny. Like, we get it. But the problem is, though, audiences are stupid. Like, let's get back to the whole point about not being discerning. I posted a video recently about the worst Sol de Janeiro scents that, in my mind, I'm like, this is silly, it's just my opinion. The 12-year-olds were, like, killing me. Like, these 12-year-olds are gonna send me a horse head with 6-7 scratched into it. So, like, on one hand, I empathize. Like, it's definitely damage control. Like, fair enough. I mean, gotta do what you gotta do to not get doxxed. But, like, I also kind of feel like if you're gonna put your feet in the fire, get a suntan. Like, you're going to get pushback, controversy, people mad at you, just like deal with it. Or like, don't make a video that's controversial if you don't want that. Also, even more so, this is my own brain rot because I have the attention span of a goldfish thanks to my phone. But like, we have 3 seconds to get to the point in a TikTok. If you're not gonna get that video started and adding all these caveats for your actual opinion, I'm scrolling away. I'm not following. In fact, I'm blocking. I'm done. Okay, I'm out of breath. I've been talking for, I think, like 45 minutes. Oh my god. But these are my pet peeves. I'm gonna add my own disclaimer. These are not that serious. If you get mad at me, whatever. But share your own. Tell me your pet peeves and let's all get canceled and hated on by the masses who don't understand the vibe. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you want a part 2 of this, let me know, because I'm a bully and I have a lot of mean opinions on my phone.